Welcome back to CSEC English Made Easy. Today we're looking at paper 1 and we are going to review a 2012 past paper activity based on persuasive writing, which is advertisement. This time around we're going to do things a little differently. We are going to look at the instructions, read the following advertisement carefully, then answer items 55 to 60 on the basis of what is stated or implied. Based on that, I am going to give you 2 minutes and you are going to take your time, pause the video if you need, and you're going to read the advertisement and then we're going to begin. Now that you've to read the advertisement, I must always caution you when you are sitting any exam, always read the instructions, take note of any graphic that is on the paper. Right here we see energy efficiency tips and we have 7 tips. Also take your time to read each tip, making note of the information that you're given. Having done that, let us move on to the actual questions, right? Now the first question, question 55, and note that the instruction showed us that questions 55 to 60, these are the questions that will be asked based on the passage, right? So the first question, the main purpose of your advertisement is to, and if you're not sure what purpose means or what it is in the context of persuasive writing, please pause this video, go back to our last lesson in the series, and then come back to this activity. So what is the main purpose? Is it A, sell light bulbs? Sell light bulbs, is that the purpose? Is it B, promote lighting in the home? Is it C, encourage better energy use? Or is it D, highlight energy use in the home? If you want to have an idea of what the purpose of a piece is, you should always look to the topic of the piece, so take that into consideration. So the topic of this advertisement is energy efficiency tips. So the fact that this is the topic, we can do a system of elimination right off the bat. So anything that does not have anything related to efficiency, conservation, we can cross that out, right? So A, we could cross out A. Could we cross out B, promote lighting in the home? Is that an efficiency tip? Is that what the passage is about, the advertisement, is about? Is it C, better energy use, or is it D, highlight energy use in the home? So we can eliminate A and B, right? Now, let us look at C and D. Does it, looking at the 7 tips that are given, is it C, does it encourage better energy use, or is it highlight energy use in the home? What is your answer? The answer is C. The purpose of the passage is definitely to encourage better energy use. All the tips that are given speaks to better energy use, and that is how you know that it's not about highlighting energy use, but it's telling you energy, how to be efficient. All right, and so that is why C is our answer. 56. Which of the following is the meaning of the word absorbed as used in tip 1 of the advertisement? Right? Now, I love, notice the question says, as used in the tip. So you're not looking for the basic dictionary of absorb. You're looking at tip 1. Here it is. Keep fixtures and bulbs clean. Dirt can absorb as much as 50% of light. So in this case, is it waste? Is it store? Is it contain? Is it swallow? Let us look at our system of elimination. Would you say that number 1 here, what does it mean when it says absorb? Does it mean that the dirt is waste? Can waste as much as 50% of light? Does it mean that the dirt can store as much as 50% of light? Does it mean the dirt can contain as much as 50% of light? Does it mean the dirt can swallow as much as 50% of the light? Right? What does it mean? And we're looking at what also is the most appropriate. So based on our system of elimination, we know which ones can go. If you said B and C, you are correct. So it's B and C, right? What about A and D? Can absorb, can the dirt swallow 50% of the light, or can it waste 50% of the light? For this, we have, drum roll please, D. So it is swallow. Now, I have to say that I do not like these options because, yes, swallow is the most appropriate based on the words that are given. However, overall, I do not like the fact that swallow was included, right? I would have preferred another synonym to absorbed. So bear that in mind. 7. How much energy does fluorescent lights use? And if you read the tips, you know automatically that we're looking at tip number 7, right? So always make reference to the passage that the section is asking you, that the question is based on, right? That's what I meant to say. So A, the same amount of light as lights. That does not make sense. B, 50% of what incandescent lights used. If you look automatically on this, you notice that 50% is not quoted here any at all in tip 7. So we will eliminate A and B. C, 75% more than other lights. Or D, 75% less than incandescent light. So there's a distinction. Let us look at tip 7. Compact fluorescent lights use up to 75% less energy. So automatically less energy than incandescent lights. Automatically. We see without a shadow of a doubt the answer is what? The answer is D. Let us look at 58. The advertisement emphasizes that motion sensors are important because where did the passage make mention of motion sensors? Which tip made mention of motion sensors? If you said tip 3, you are correct. And tip 3 said use motion sensors for outdoor lights. They are good security measures that doesn't waste or does not waste energy, right? So let's look at the responses. They are cheap. Was that mentioned there? No, it was not. They waste energy indoors. Was that mentioned there? No, that was not mentioned. So we have A and B automatically eliminated. So let us look at C and D. They did not conserve energy. Was that stated in the passage? Tip 3 specifically? No, it was not stated. So automatically we eliminate C. And just to double check, we're looking at they are efficient and provide security. They are good security measure, provide security that doesn't waste energy. They are efficient. So the answer is D. You are correct. 59. Which of the following is not, emphasis on the not, stated in the advertisement? So you're looking for the one that is the odd one out, right? And in this case, let's just look. A, low wattage uses less energy. Was that stated in the passage? Was not. Was that stated? No. This is what I normally do. Since we're looking for the one that was not stated, it is good to eliminate by looking at all the ones that was stated. So if you're able to say, yes, I saw this, yes, I saw this, yes, I saw this, yes. Oh, no, I did not see this. Then the one you did not see would be your answer, right? So B, lamps placed on the floor are better for energy efficiency. C, not all light bulbs are energy efficient. D, compact fluorescent lights are energy efficient. We can eliminate off the top of our head D, because remember when we were looking at tip 7, we know that compact fluorescent lights are energy efficient. So yes, that was stated. So we can eliminate that. Not all light bulbs are energy efficient. Was this stated in the passage? And if so, which tip gave us this information? Do I have my answer? Now, although this was not explicitly stated, we can see from tip 7 with the comparison of the compact fluorescent lights to the incandescent lights, we know that not all light bulbs are not energy efficient, right? So we can eliminate C. So that leaves us with A or B. Good? Now, in looking at it, it is quite easy to say low wattage uses less energy. That you can, it's easy to say that that is the answer. Do you think? Or is it lamps placed on floors are better for energy efficiency? Which one? Let us dig a little deeper into this. If we look at tip 4, use low wattage bulbs. Your light may be brighter than you need. If they're telling us to use low wattage bulbs, we can assume that low wattage uses less energy, right? But if we look at B, lamps placed on the floor are better for energy efficiency. Where did we see mention of lamps? In tip number 6, it says place floor or table lamps in a corner. Did it tell us to place the lamps on the floor? Place floor lamps are a type of lamps, you know, the ones that it's those long standing lamps that they are known as floor lamps, right? So it's not that you're placing lamps on the floor. This is a type, this is referred to a type of lamp, right? So which one of the two? Is it A or is it B that you would consider to be the answer? And the answer is B, because when we go through, right, we can see that A, C, and D are all mentioned in the passage. However, B, lamps placed on the floor are better for energy efficiency, that was not stated in tip 6. What was stated that these types of lamps can be placed in a corner, because when you place them in a corner, this allows the light to reflect better in the room. So it didn't say place them on the floor, and if you put them on the floor, that is going to be better. That is going to be more energy efficient, right? So the answer is B. Last one. The information in the advertisement would be most, looking at the big caps. So yes, some of them might apply, but the one that is most useful to. So who would benefit most from this advertisement, right? And so simply put, it is asking you, who is your target audience? Who is this advertisement geared towards, directed to, right? So is it electricians? Is it contractors? Housewives, the like company? Now, my system of elimination tells me, or I arguments making my eliminations, because I'm saying if you are an electrician, if you are the like company, you should be aware of these tips, so you don't need these tips, right? So I would automatically tell me if I'm wrong. Looking at B and C, contractors, they didn't say what type of contractors, right? That was not specified. However, when we look at housewives, based on the fact that these are tips about how to conserve energy in the home, I would assume that the most appropriate audience, the group of people who would find these tips most useful, would be housewives. All right? Thank you for your time. I will definitely see you in the next lesson where we start looking at how to write the persuasive essay. Have a good day. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.